Hey guys, and welcome back to another Clone Series highlight video, guys. And so basically what this video is I am showing you my own minifigs for you, customs to you guys, kind of a highlight review type of video. Basically a really good in-depth video of this time the 212th Battalion Clone Trooper figures. So I'm really excited about this. I honestly, before I start the video or get into it, I do want to appreciate everybody who watched the 501st Umbara from Clone Series highlight video. That's a kind of a mouthful there. But I do appreciate it. That got like 300,000 views. So this is my continuation of that series, I guess you could say. And again, this time, guys, we have the 212th Battalion, which actually is, the 501st and the 212th. They're technically kind of the biggest battalions. The 41st Elite is up there as well. But again, it's Commander Cody is probably one of the most well-known clone troopers because of Episode 3. Captain Rex was actually never in one of the Star Wars movies. He was only in the Clone Wars TV show and has only ever been in that. And I'm talking about just movies and TV here. Of course, Captain Rex and a bunch of commanders have made it into comics and books and all kinds of things like that. Alright guys, so without ado, let's get straight into the video. We'll start off with Commander Cody right here. Now again, I want to remind everybody that all of my custom LEGO figures are printed, never decaled, never painted. Printing, again, is the highest quality that can be achieved with LEGO figures because LEGO themselves do that method as well. However, what makes my customs different is, of course, leg printing, belt printing, arm printing, back printing, belt printing, and I will actually sometimes print the side legs and the back legs, even through the holes. So yeah. Alright, anyways, on the front of Commander Cody, again, you have that awesome leg printing. Stretches up pretty far up there. And then you have this awesome torso, and you have the little comm channel thing there on the side of his arm, along with his shoulder pad. Same thing on this side, just no comm. And on the back. Now, for all my customs, at least nowadays, I am using Clone Army Custom printed helmets because they have a much higher quality, and I like the look of them. And Clone Army Customs actually just came out recently with a new visor. However, I haven't gotten that yet. Soon I will be switching over to that. But for this time, I have the Aerolite Phase 1 visor on the helmet, which actually works pretty good. And yeah. And the helmet's got some great printing as well. And let's see, I have a DC-15 rifle along with a DC-15 Star Corps pistol to make them look as cool as possible. And that is Commander Cody. I hope one day somebody, or maybe Clone Army Customs, will make a mold of Commander Cody's special, like, kind of jetpack backpack thing. But yeah. And another thing is Clone Army Customs' new visor. It hooks onto these things right here, and so you can actually put a little antenna on. Commander Cody has not a full antenna, but he actually has an antenna and a visor, so you can actually do that with the new Clone Army Custom visor. Alright, moving on. We have Boyle. And this is actually a recent release from Minifigs for You, which is my own company for those of you who don't know. He looks great. I love the printing on his legs and torso. Special helmet. Looks great. Love the look of it. And back torso print as well. And he's got a DC-15 blaster. And by the way, all my customs just have regular black heads because they kind of look the best from like angles like this. So yeah. Alright, and the other guy is Waxer. Now, he's actually the only Phase 2... we haven't seen Phase 2 Boyle. We've only seen Phase 2 Waxer, who actually died during the Umbara series, which was quite sad. So yeah, kind of sad that he's kind of gone. They actually really didn't clear it up whether he was dead or not, but I'm pretty sure he is. Another cool thing about him is this Clone Wars custom helmet has that amazing detail right there. Thought that was crazy looking. How they were able to do the that design of the girl from the season 1 ending episodes. But yeah, so actually Waxer and Boyle have almost the same torso and leg design. The big difference is just definitely their helmets. So yeah, like I said, just complete custom printing, guys. And on this helmet, you have tally marks too. Some great detail on the helmet. And again, another DC-15 blaster. And that is Waxer. Alright, next is just your basic 212th Trooper. And I actually haven't released this guy in a long time. He was released last year. But yeah. He's got his comm channel. Different printing on his arms there. Clone Wars custom helmet. Got a stripe going on down there. The leg printing goes up pretty far. Take the blaster off. And of course, all of these guys are Phase 2. I just kind of my particular favorite. Phase 2 is very cool looking, so that looks great. All right. Whoa. All right, last guy, actually definitely one of my favorites, is the 212th Airborne Trooper. We actually saw him in episode 3. He's kind of a medic guy from the scene we saw. Very cool looking clone trooper. Love the look of him. He actually has an Aerolite printed helmet, which looks absolutely fabulous on this particular clone trooper. Some groove marks in there on the printing. Great printing on this guy. It all matches up perfectly. Love the printing. I love the bullet holders right there, I guess you could say. The ammo right there on the side. I thought that was a great detail we added. And as you can see, you have the shoulder belt coming on over to the side right here. Very cool looking. And just gave him another DC-15 blaster. Now another thing is this is a Cape Madness waist cape. And if we pull it off, he does have printing on the back of his legs under the waist cape as well. This is actually how all these clone troopers here are as well. They all have back belt printing to match up. Definitely one of my favorite. Actually, my favorite particular Airborne Trooper is definitely the 212th version. He looks super cool. Alright, so that's actually everything, guys. So before I go, just a little back history on all of these clone troopers. 212th Battalion is one of the biggest Grand Republic armies there is within the Grand Army of the Republic. Again, they are very, very famous in Episode 3. Lots of scenes of them, very cool. They've been in so many battles in the Clone Wars. It is crazy. Commander Cody has a lot of history. You know, as much as I like Commander Cody, it is sad how easy he betrays how easy he betrays Obi-Wan Kenobi in Episode 3. Whoops, spoiler. But I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. You know, so that's the only sucky thing. But I think there's more reason behind that. You know, maybe Cody was just, you know, he didn't have as much opinion as Captain Rex did, I guess you could say, on why exactly he made that decision. I guess we'll never know. Maybe the Clone Wars TV show, like those extra episodes we're supposed to be getting here later in 2013, might just explain that. But yeah, so last thing, guys, I just want to tell you, all of these figures have been on sale. I think actually these three right here in the front are on sale right now on minifigsforyou.com. There's a link below if you would like to purchase these guys. They do range at a $20 plus price range. The reason for that, again, is this is custom printed minifigures, guys. And a lot of you have actually, in the last couple months, have asked me, how do you print on Legos like this? Well, I'll tell you right now, it took me like 3-4 years before I actually found out about this type of process. And it's a very expensive process. I mean, if you go on my site, you see how the price tags on these figures, they're pretty high. And you have to imagine that I make like 100 at a time. So if you want to multiply that number, we're in the $1,000 range where I'm spending thousands of dollars to make custom clone troopers for you guys. So that's why there's such a high price tag, and that's why I say I don't reveal how I do the method, because it's very technical, a lot of work is involved, and another thing is a lot of money's involved. And a lot of you, I guarantee you, about probably 90% of you do not have the potential money to do this. Like I said, I do hundreds at a time. You have to do hundreds at a time, or else it's just a worthless batch, technically. You're spending too much on one particular custom if you do. If you ever heard of like bulk buying, you buy a lot at the same time. You're spending a lot, but you buy a lot so that way you can make a profit. That's the exact same thing that works with printing. So again, this is a very, very expensive method that just a lot of you cannot do. So that's why I don't really get into details about how the process works. It's just because it's just blabbling about something you guys could probably never do, or at least most of you. I know it sounds kind of, you know, far out there. I'm like kind of like, well, I wanted to print figures too. I know where you guys are coming from there. But again, it's just such an expensive method. If you're wanting to make custom Lego figures, you're just going to have to go back to the old ways of decals. Or at least until these printing, the way these are printed is through machines, and these machines can go up to $40,000 to $30,000 a piece. They're not your regular inkjet printers that cost $100. These are $30,000 machines that are printing these Lego figures. And I'm sure none of you have the money for that. That is like buying a car, and not even financing it. That is just crazy amount of money. So that's why I don't really get into the details of that, guys. I know a lot of you like to print Lego figures, and you actually have had a lot of you send designs to me. It's like, hey, can you print that? I'm always open to suggestions of future custom minifigures. You know, I make video game minifigures. I make superhero minifigures. Of course, I make custom clone troopers for minifigs for you. I do everything now. Not just clones, not just Star Wars, but everything. I'm open to any figures. So if you guys want to send me an email, you can go down to minifigsforyou.com, get my email from there. If you want to send me an email of like a request of a particular figure I haven't made, please, by that means, I am open to all of that. But if you want your design to be printed on my minifigure, it's just not going to happen. I'm just only open to suggestions for my own designs. I don't print other designs. So I just want to make that clear to everybody. Because that has been brought up in the comments. I've gotten lots of emails about that, even from parents, so I want to make that very clear to everybody. Alright, I know this last bit of the video is a kind of sad news to a lot of you, but I just want to get that clear through everybody that it is is a hard process for so many of you to do because it's just so expensive. Until the price gets down in the years to come, it's just too expensive at the moment for the average consumer to do themselves, I guess you could say. Alright guys, so tell me what you like next. Would you like the kind of like the shock troopers like Commander Fox and the shock troopers? Would you like that next, or are you looking more for seeing the wolf pack? Let me know in the comments below of what the next Clone Series highlight should be. Also, again, big thumbs up in the video down below there. Give it a big thumbs up. Makes my day if you do that, as well as commenting on what you thought of the Clone Troopers that I do. Again, they're all printed, all available on Minifigs for You, or these two guys will be available hopefully soon. So keep an eye on the site. I am always unveiling and restocking figures. So again, thank you guys very much. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.